Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. So, last time I had given you a problem. Bipashini, could you please tell me the problem?
Ma'am, it was maximize Z 3x1 plus 5x2
Yes.
plus.
Okay, got it. So, the answer for it is there are four simplex tables you have to carry out, and the answer is x1 is equal to 89 by 41. I will write the answer.
89 by 41.
Yes. See, I will write the whole answer, Vipashini. Just give me 2 minutes. Today I Yes, the answer is x1 is equal to 89 by 41, x2 is equal to 50 by 41, x3 is equal to 62 by 41, and z is
Ma'am,
equal to.
the base is not coming as same for not even any one.
How many tables you performed, Vipashini?
4, ma'am, 4.
Four simplex tables you have to perform.
Ma'am, the subject to our the constraints are 2x1 plus 3x2.
I know, I
And
know,
this is
I know. Less than equal to 8, na?
yeah,
And
ma'am.
you had all three slack variables, right? So there must be something wrong
Yeah,
in
yeah.
calculations. Others, have you tried it? Has anyone tried this problem?
Yeah, ma'am.
No, others. I'm asking others. Have they tried this problem? Devashri, Riona, Riddhi. See, if you don't solve these problems, you will never understand. Remember, girls, next time exam will not be online. This paper will be offline, so you have to actually solve the paper. So do not assume that you have to give an MCQ paper again. We cannot tell anything, okay? So you have to understand the solving method. How lazy you people have become, I don't understand. I'm asking you how many of you have solved. Nobody's answering. And I'm not going to solve the whole problem for you, okay? You try to get this. Once more, you try this, Bipashini. And then if you don't get it, I will tell you only. Others, I'm not going to guide because they have no questions, right? There are 27 students. No one is answering me. No one has tried because. What you do the whole day, I don't understand. I am switching to the next method now. You try once more. Do you hear me, Bipashini?
Yes, ma'am.
Check your pivotal operations. And if you still don't get, then I will check it, okay?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
I will also solve it. Yes, so today we are going to start Big M method. So this method is used, this method, simplex only, okay? When the constraints are of greater equal type or equal to type. Okay, that is mixed type of constraints. Objective function can be of any type. Either maximization or minimization. Okay, that is not an issue. Okay, the beginning I had explained earlier, if you remember, why do we need to introduce this big M? Okay, because the constraints which are greater equal or equal to type don't create any problems regarding the positivity or non-negativity, but the greater equal type constraints, when you introduce surplus variables, they bring negative sign along with them. When they are introduced in the LPP to get the or in the standard form of the LPP, they bring negative sign along with that. Okay, and that negative sign creates problems regarding our solution, and therefore we have to introduce some other variables called as artificial variables. Now if your constraints are equal to type, all the constraints are equal to type, then how you will proceed further with simplex? That is another question. In simplex, what do? We find out basic variables, and one by one, as per the criteria, we go on bringing the decision variables, the original variables in the picture. Okay, but it is not compulsory that you should bring all the variables in the picture. Okay, it depends on the situation. If you are getting that chance, that means if you are fulfilling the criteria Zj minus Cj, most negative or most positive, then only that particular variable will be brought in the next table. Okay, so replacing the basic variables by decision variables will take place only if you introduce some more variables in the system. And whenever you can have a problem where all your constraints are equal to type, then how will you achieve the solution? So for that purpose, we introduce the variables called as artificial variables. Okay, use of artificial variables. When we are going to use artificial variables now? First one, in greater equal type constraints, with +1 coefficient. Okay, in equal to type constraint also, with +1 coefficient. If objective function is of maximization type, then coefficient of each artificial variable is taken as -m, where m is sufficiently large. So when I say m is sufficiently large, it is understood m is greater than 0. Do you understand this part? Do you understand this? Girls, I'm audible or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So do you understand this? When you will use artificial variables other than slack and surplus variables, whenever you will have greater equal constraint, it will contain two types of variables: surplus variables and artificial variables. And in equal to type constraints, only artificial variables you will use. Okay, finished writing this?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now fourth point: if objective function is of minimization type, then coefficient of each artificial variable is taken as plus m, where again m is sufficiently large, very big number. As compared to your constraint coefficients, you can consider m equal to 100, m equal to 500, and so on. Okay, so m is greater than 0, obviously, here also. Then in greater equal type constraints, we require two types of new variables: surplus variable with -1 coefficient, okay, and artificial variable with +1 coefficient. In equal to type constraint, we have written this already, but I thought I will elaborate more. In equal to type constraint, we require only artificial variables or artificial variable with +1 coefficient. So all these points you need to understand first of all, and you need to remember while applying Big M method. So Big M method is applied whenever you have mixed type of constraints: equal to, less equal, greater equal. So I am taking unsolved problems from the exercise. Okay. Yeah, finished writing?
Ma'am, can you show the page 2, please? Ma'am, the page 2. Yes, ma'am. Done, ma'am.
Done? Yes. So let us have a problem. So should I take 3 variables problem, or you want it's enough to 2 variables? Which one you want? Tell me. Yes. Do you hear me, girls?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so should we have a problem where we have all type of constraints? What you want? Tell me. I will take that type of problem.
Yes, ma'am.
Let us have a
All
problem.
type of
All
constraints.
type of constraints. Okay. And we haven't solved a problem where objective function is to be minimized, I guess. So let us have this one. Minimize z equal to 2x1 plus 4x2 plus x3 subject to x1 plus 2x2 minus x3 is less than or equal to 5. 2x1 minus x2 plus 2x3 is equal to 2 minus x1 plus 2x2 plus 2x3 is greater or equal 1. x1, x2, x3 greater or equal 0. Be quick, girls. We should be able to do the first table at least today. Okay? Yeah. So now we want standard form. Okay? So what will be the standard form? Yeah, first one. Tell me, in the first constraint, which variable we should introduce?
Slack variable.
Slack variable with plus 1 coefficient. So S1 is equal to 5. Now somebody else should tell me other than Bipashini. 2x1 minus x2. Yeah, what is the next constraint? It is equal to type constraint, right? Yes, which variable we should introduce? In equal to type constraints, which variable are introduced?
Artificial variable.
Artificial variable, right? Equal to type constraints with plus 1 coefficient. And it is denoted by letter A or letter R. Some books use R letter, some books use A. I prefer to use A for artificial, okay? So its coefficient is going to be plus 1 in the constraint itself, okay? Next, the last constraint is greater equal type. So which variables we will require here?
Ma'am, I had a doubt.
Hmm.
Ma'am, it is equal to type
An
constraint,
artificial
no? So why are we adding anything?
Yeah, that I will come to that point, Bipashini. Just a minute. I will come to that point also. I explained it earlier while I was explaining that your problem may contain all equal to type constraints, right? Then which
Yes, ma'am.
variables you will have as basic variables? Because you are not supposed to bring slack or surplus variables in equal to type constraints. Then which variables will be your basic variables? How will you proceed further with your simplex method? Okay, so here also I will come to that point again. Now tell me which variables you will have in greater equal type.
surplus variable.
Surplus
And
variable.
It will be minus S2 and one more artificial variable, right? Everyone is following this?
Yes, ma'am.
With x1, x2, x3, s1, s2, a1, a2 greater equal 0. Now let us come to the objective function. How many new variables we have in the system now?
4.
4. So what is the coefficient of slack variable in the objective function?
0.
Yeah. So just to distinguish between slack and surplus, you can put plus 0 and minus 0. Otherwise, 0 is 0. You all know that. Okay. S1 is slack, so I am putting plus 0. S2 is surplus, so I am putting minus 0. Then what about A1 and A2? What should be their coefficient in the objective function?
1.
1.
Is it? Is it 1? Then why we are calling big M method?
Minus m.
No. When objective function is of minimization type, what I told you, minimization, the coefficient of each artificial variable
Plus m.
Plus m. Plus m.
is taken as plus m in the objective function. ऐसे लिखो, in the objective function. Okay, in the objective function. If you are confused, in the objective function. So whenever it is maximization, it is minus m. Exactly opposite we do. Okay, plus m times a1 plus m times a2. Now Bipashini, your question, why to introduce artificial in the equal to type constraint, right? Suppose I do not introduce this. Suppose I do not introduce this, I will keep it as it is. Then I will have 3 decision variables, 1 slack and 1 surplus variable. Okay, I will not introduce this A2 also. Okay, let us forget about them. Now I have only
No,
2 variables.
A2 is valid, no, because we have because that is unacceptable, the minus value.
Yes, that you understand. Now,
Yeah.
if I don't introduce A1 here, okay, then what happens? I have 3 decision variables. I have 1 slack variable, 1 surplus, and 1 artificial variable, right? Now to get basic solution, I have right now 7 मैंने दिए हैं. तो you have a question in your mind regarding A1. तो I am not taking A1 suppose. तो मेरे पास 6 variables है, right? I have 6 variables and I have 3 constraints. Okay. So 6 minus 3, I will set 3 variables equal to 0, namely x1, x2 and x3, right? पहले तो डिसीजन वेरिएबल्स को ही 0 करना है बोला है, right? Please respond me. Huh. And then what happens when I set x1, x2, x3 0, मेरा आंसर आ जाता है s1 का आंसर आ जाता है 5. What happens to the second constraint? Tell me if there is no variable. Will it not be a contradiction? You are putting x1, x2, x3 all 0 and you are saying 0 is equal to 2. Is it a valid argument?
No, ma'am.
No. Yes. And then you will have minus s2 plus a2 equal to 1, which is not going to bring you anywhere. Okay. You will get stuck again. So we want variables which will be replaced later on by our decision variables. We will require sufficient number of variables to apply simplex method, and that is why this particular adjustment is done, and this is called as artificial. It doesn't change the magnitude. See, like slack and surplus, they are going to affect the magnitude, they are going to affect the nature of the inequality. They are making less equal inequality into equal to type. They are converting, right? Slack variable converts the less equal inequality into equation. Surplus variable converts greater equal inequality into equation. But when I introduce artificial variables, they are not, I'm assuming that they are not changing the magnitude of either side. Is that okay? But if we don't bring them in the picture, we cannot apply simplex method. We will not have sufficient number of variables to play with simplex, I can say, to use simplex. Okay, this is the answer of your question, Bipashini. Do you
Yes, ma'am.
understand?
Understood.
Okay, so
Yes, ma'am.
I told you that you can have an LPP where all the constraints will be equal to type. Then how will you find your basic solution? So it is very much required to bring some new variables to replace them later on by our decision variables. And that's why this whole business is done. So let us construct our first simplex table on the basis of this. Okay. So now tell me first हमें IBFS ढूंढना है. We have 7 variables and 3 constraints. Okay. So which variables you will set equal to 0? Number of variables equal to n equal to 7 and number of constraints is equal to m, that is equal to 3. So set 7 minus 3, that is equal to 4 variables to 0. So which variables you will set equal to 0?
x1, x2, x3 and s1.
You will set x1, x2, x3 and which variable, Devashri? Will you set s1?
s1,
Will you set s1?
s1.
No, S1 has +1 coefficient. So there is no problem regarding S1. You should set surplus variable, which creates the problem regarding the non-negativity of the variables. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So we should set always decision variables and surplus variables to 0. Okay. So S2 I will set equal to 0. Therefore, what do you get now? In the first one, you get S1 is equal to 5. Are you all getting this?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
S1 is equal to 5. What is the value of A1?
2.
2 and A2 1. Okay. अगर मैंने ये artificial नहीं लिया, okay, as I explained earlier, then S2 will become -1, which is not allowed. All your variables should be at positive level to achieve the non-degeneracy. Okay. Because that is what we are claiming here, that all the variables in the LPP are always greater equal 0. They are not negative. Okay. So S1 equal to 5. A1 is equal to 2. A2 is equal to 1. And what will be Z then? What will be the value of Z? Substitute all of them in Z. This is 0.
MA1 plus MA2.
0 plus 2m plus 1m, right? So that is going to be 3m. M is sufficiently large. So tell me, when I say m is sufficiently large, m can be 1000, m can be 10,000. So can you consider this as your optimal solution in the beginning? You want to minimize the value of Z, right? Are you getting it, girls? No response.
Yes, ma'am.
मराठी किती लोकांना समजतं इथे मराठी? तुम्ही कोणी संदीप खरेच्या पोएम्स ऐकल्यात का? ऐकल्यात?
Yes, ma'am.
ऐकल्यात ना संदीप खरेच्या पोएम्स? त्याची कविता आहे. त्या कवितेत असंच फोनवरती बोलत असतात इकडून तिकडे. मध्ये फक्त शांतता वाहते, भयान शांतता. We are communicating digitally, and whenever I ask you, there is, a total peace. Nobody is in the state of answering my questions except few girls. काय प्रॉब्लेम काय आहे तुमचा? Let me understand your problem. When you don't answer, I really wonder. मतलब अनम्यूट होने में प्रॉब्लम होती है, क्या है? नेटवर्क इशू होता है हमेशा? हाँ, मैं कंटिन्यूअसली बोले जा रही हूँ, आपको बोलना है तो आप बिल्कुल चांस ही नहीं ले रहे हो बोलने के लिए. ओनली बिपाशिनी, रियोना, समटाइम्स उमे सलमा, समटाइम्स रिद्धि, दे विल स्पीक, देवश्री. हाँ, change your attitude please. So I hope all of you have understood this. यहां तक सबको समझा है? So this is your basic solution. These are your basic variables. Not this one, sorry. This is not part of basic solution. This is your basic solution. These are basic variables. Okay. And this whole thing is your basic solution. Now tell me, what are the coefficients of S1, A1 and A2 in the constraints? What is coefficient of S1, A1 and A2? What is coefficient of S1 in the constraint?
1.
1 plus 1. A1 also plus 1. A2 also plus 1. Okay, do you remember the definition of basic variable? Its coefficient in one constraint is plus 1 and in other constraints it is 0. So S1 is present in only one constraint, it is absent in both these constraints. And so A1 and A2. Okay. Now is it non-degenerate? Is this IBFS is non-degenerate?
Yes, ma'am, because all
Yes,
variables
ma'am.
are positive.
Yes. Is non-degenerate, as all basic variables are at positive level. This much is expected from you in the exam also, okay? Now let us prepare our simplex table. First simplex table. Yeah, tell me first column किस चीज का होता है? First column
CB,
CB.
B, then
C,
Solution.
the solution and CJ.
CJ.
solution and CJ.
Then
Variables x1,
Variables.
x2, x3, s1, s2, a1
A1, A2.
ratio.
Ratio.
Now tell the coefficients of your variables in the objective function. 2, 4, 1, 0, 0, mm. Correct? Is this correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Basic variables S1, A1 and A2. So S1 0, M and M. And their solutions are 5, 2, 1. And the Z value is 3M initially. Now the coefficients are 1, 2, minus 1, 1, 0, 0, 0. Then 2, minus 1, 2, 0, minus 1 here. S2 is surplus variable. Sorry. Second constraint में नहीं है. हाँ, second constraint में S2 नहीं है. So 0, 1 and 0. Then minus 1, 2, 2,
2
0
minus 1
minus
1
1 0 1.
1.
Yes. Now let us calculate Zj. Now whenever your objective function is of minimization type, your Zj minus Cj will be consisting of m's. Okay, because artificial variables are definitely there. As usually मिनिमाइजेशन टाइप का जो ऑब्जेक्टिव फंक्शन होता है तो कम से कम एक कंस्ट्रेंट ग्रेटर इक्वल टाइप होती है. ओके, यूजुअली आई एम सेइंग. Yes, what is z of x1? Multiply CB column to the respective variable column.
M, ma'am.
2m minus m, that is m. Then 0 minus m plus 2m, that is again m.
4M.
4m 0
0 minus M.
minus m
M. M.
m and minus m.
Ma'am, just M.
M plus m, sorry. Okay, Zj minus Cj's, m minus 2,
M minus 4. 4M minus 1. 0 minus M. 0 0.
okay. Now which variables are there in the solution?
S1, A1, A2, and then there's 0 in SJ
And
minus C.
therefore, yes, their Zj minus Cj values have become 0. Now objective function is to be minimized. Therefore, we will look for most positive Zj minus Cj value. Okay, Z is to be minimized. Therefore, consider most positive Zj minus Cj value. Okay, for pivot row. So which is, this is negative, right? Minus m. M is sufficiently large. So take m is equal to 100.
4M minus 1.
So 4m minus 1 is going to be the most positive value. So this is your pivot column. So what does this pivot column tell you?
X3 will replace some of
Some variable. X3 will replace some variable. What is the next step? Find the ratio of solution column to the pivot column. Okay, Bipashini, pivot column will be denominator. So 5 upon minus 1, that is minus 5.
1.
Usually ratio doesn't have a sign. You all know that. 1 and 1/2 is 0.5. So this you have to ignore. With negative sign you have to ignore. And between 1 and 0.5, this is your pivot row.
Select row.
That means A2 must be replaced by X3 in the next table. Okay. A2 must be replaced by X3. So I am writing X3 here. Accordingly, M will be replaced by 1. And here I will have 1 upon 2. Other variables I will write as they are. S1, A1 with 0 and M. Yes, can you tell me this entire row, somebody?
Minus 1 by 2.
Minus 1 by 2. So you have to divide. The pivot element is 2. Pivot element is 2. So you have to reduce it to 1. So divide the entire row by 2. This is 1. This is 1. 0.
0.
Minus
Minus
half.
1.
0 half. Now, what are the operations?
You have to make the above rows 0. So you will.
R1 plus R2, right? Minus
Yes,
1
ma'am.
plus 1.
Plus R3.
Now
R1
don't think about this row. This is cancelled, okay? Don't think about this R3. forget about it and consider the new row. So R1 plus R2 ऑपरेशन होगा and दूसरा ऑपरेशन होगा
Ma'am, R1 plus R3.
R3, sorry, R1 plus R3 and R2 minus 2R3. So let us do first R1 plus R3. So 5 plus half. आपको ऐसे जाना है न्यू रो की ओर. ओके, 5 plus half is 7 by 2.
11 by
हाँ, sorry,
11 by 2.
sorry, 11 by 2. Then 1 minus half is half. 2 plus 1 3. Minus 1 plus 1 0. That's what you want. You want to reduce all the elements above leading 1 to 0. That's why this operation is chosen. 1 minus half, 0 half. Sanjana Zadav, are you there, Sanjana, in the meeting? Sanjana, are you there? मोक्षदा, कोई है मीटिंग में? मैं अटेंडेंस नहीं लगाऊंगी. इफ यू डोंट आंसर आई विल नॉट पुट अटेंडेंस. यस, A1. Now R2 minus 2R3. So 2 minus 2 times half. That is 2 minus 1 is 1.
Ma'am, 1.
Then 2 minus 2 times minus half. So 2 plus 1.
3.
That will become 3. Then minus 1 minus 2 minus 3. Then 2 minus 2 0
0.
0. Then
0.
no. Next one will be
Plus 1.
0 minus plus 1. Yes. Next will be
Half is
1 as it is.
1.
And this will be
Minus 1.
minus 1. Yes. So this is new table. You have to be very careful.
Ma'am, your table is not updating actually.
अभी दिख रहा है क्या?
No, ma'am. Only solution का part लिखा है.
कौन सा?
हाँ, now ma'am it's happened. Yes, ma'am.
आ गया?
हाँ, ma'am, आ गया.
यहाँ पे क्लिक करना पड़ता है. ओके. Okay, now ZJs. Bipashini, please take screenshots for the attendance. Okay. Bipashini, will you take the attendance?
Yes, ma'am. Sure, ma'am.
Now let us calculate quickly ZJs. 2 minutes है हमारे पास. ZJs, first column into the respective variable column. So that will be 0 plus 3m minus half. So 3m minus half. Then 0 minus 3m plus 1. Minus 3m plus 1. Then 1.
0.
0. Then minus
M
half
minus
plus m.
1/2.
M minus half. Then m
Minus 1 plus half.
and half 0 minus m plus half. Yes, the last one is minus m plus half. Now let us subtract the respective CJs. So 3m minus half minus 2. So that will be minus 5 by 2. Then minus 3m minus 5. 1 minus 1 0 0. M minus half as it is. M minus m 0. And minus m plus half minus m. So this will be minus 2m plus half. Okay. And now let us quickly calculate z की value. What is z की value बताओ. यहाँ पे आपका आंसर आया है. This is your solution. Okay. Just substitute, multiply this column by this column. M plus half. So tell me 3m बड़ा है या m plus half बड़ा है?
3m बड़ा है.
3m बड़ा है and we are interested in minimizing the objective function. So objective function value is getting reduced here. Okay. So continue this, girls. Get the most positive value. Most positive would be this. Okay, because its coefficient is 3m. So this will be your pivot column. Okay. And find pivot row and do the pivotal operations. We will continue tomorrow. Tomorrow I have 2 lectures.